Hello everyone, welcome to the Tuesday forecast. So let's get started. Here is EU and what we had in the prior price action. So we had a flag opportunity to enter. So right here there was a flag to go long. But what I didn't like about this one and why I stayed out was because, well, what I saw a V reversal. So this part to me was a V reversal, and when we get a V we usually get a range and then a continuation to a downside. So for me this was a clear momentum shift which kept me out of this trade, so it didn't fit my plan and it would actually be a loss for me. I would get stopped out right here, I believe. Yep. And then the price continued to the upside. So then the price broke the low retraced, and then it continued up, had a small pullback, and then continued up, and then left a huge double wick. So this is currently range bound price action for me personally. I'm seeing these double huge wicks, and I'm seeing this price action that is not really showing momentum either to the upside or to the downside. So what I want to do, I want to be a little bit more patient, and I want to see a large push either up and then a flag, or a large push down and then also look for a flag. Or I would like to see a nice ascending structure, so right here, that cleans up the price action a bit, and then push down, look for a trade. Or a nice clean descending that also cleans up the price action, reversal up, and then a flag. Also what I will be looking for is for a trend to start either to the upside and then look for a break and retest trades, or to the downside, something like this. But currently this to me is showing, or maybe we will get a reversal from here, then maybe look for a descending to the entry point, and ascending to the entry point, because this is starting to look a little bit like an ascending structure, but it is just not clean price action. So I really don't like this price action, and I'm waiting for a little bit more evidence to enter on any trades. So now let's take a look at the EJ, so Euro and the Japanese yen. And what I can see here is that, so we had this nice push, then we had a pullback, continued to the upside, had a pullback, and then continued once again. But then we had a huge momentum shift right here. So this V, we actually got a V reversal, but then this candle retraced back to the upside, so it showed us an indecision, and then this candle continued further down. So currently we are getting this V, and maybe we do get the range, and then we continue down, so maybe we get that sort of a pattern. What I'm looking for is, I'm looking for a large push down and then a flag, or a large push up and then a flag. I'll also be interested in the trend to continue to the upside, because to me this is trending up. We can see a large momentum pullback, break and retrace, but then continuation of the momentum, so maybe something like this to the entry point. I am being prepared for that. Or we get an ascending structure and then a reversal down, or maybe we get a descending structure and then we reverse to the upside, and then I would look for a flag. So also we can, because this is a V here, it usually signals to us a larger range, so this can happen, and then we need to be careful about the liquidity areas, so the one below and the one above right here. We need to see how the price reacts. Does it break and retrace, or does it break and actually have some continuation? So currently this is not looking that good either. It is trending to the upside, and I do sort of like it, but it's just not looking that clean because of this retrace right here and because of this V. This is what I really don't like to see. But it is trending to the upside, so let's see if we can maybe get in on that trend if we get a nice large push from here, something like this. So now for the Aussie and the US dollar. Also there was an opportunity to enter. So right here, what I was seeing this large downtrend really nice downtrend and looking really good. So what I was seeing a large push, I was seeing a pullback, and then actually I was seeing a continuation, but we did leave a large wick, so something to keep in mind. So at this point I was seeing if I can get tagged in with one candle and then go, but actually what happened, so we got this pullback candle, and then I waited for maybe a combo trade, which is when we get the first pullback candle, then a small counter trend candle, and then another push up. And this would be the first counter trend candle in the pullback. So at this point I was looking to enter on a combo, and then so this candle wouldn't have tagged me in, and the price continued down. So at this point I didn't have an order because the price moved too far away from my entry point, and if I was to get tagged in with one candle, that would be a large momentum shift for me personally. So I didn't want to just get tagged in with one huge candle, because as I said, it would be a momentum shift. And actually that is exactly what happened. So this candle would have tagged me in if I had an order on, but it wouldn't fit my plan. As I said, I didn't have an order on at this point. So currently price is still between the low and the high. So let's see if maybe with the trend will continue to the downside, if we will get something like this, a nice trend down or a large push, and then look for a trade. Or maybe we start to descend, then look for a reversal, look for a trade to the upside. If we do get an ascending from here, then I would be very careful. I would look for a trade for a reversal, but I would be careful, because then it would be let's say a descending structure into an ascending, which usually ends up being a larger range, something like this. So really need to see some cleaner price action for this sort of setup. Also we can push from here, and if we do get a large impulse, I would look for a trade. But currently this is trending heavily to the downside. I really like this to get in on a short trade. As I said, this particular setup did not fit my personal plan, but I am looking for definitely if we get another break and then retest of the most recent low. So definitely interested in that. And now for the final pair, so the Aussie and the Japanese yen, this is just creating a descending structure. So as we can see, we had this range right here. At this point we ranged around, and then we broke the low, retraced, broke the low, retraced, broke the low, retraced. So this is creating a descending structure, and I have to say that this descending structure does look good. And also there was an opportunity to enter on a reversal right here. So what we had was, we had this range, and then we descended into this liquidity area. So there was a clear liquidity area right here. But for me personally, and we did reverse to the upside, but for me this wasn't enough of a break. I wanted to see one more candle push up, then I would look for a trade. And this personally was not enough to look for a setup, especially on the Aussie and the Japanese yen. I need to see more of a push. So either another candle or a bigger push. And then, so this would actually be a losing trade also. And then, so price started to create a descending structure, and currently I am seeing if we will get maybe a reversal, and then look for a long trade. Or if we get maybe start a trend to the upside, look for something like this, break and a retest. Or maybe we start to create an ascending. Then I would maybe look for a reversal, because then we are seeing, same as on AU, a descending into this ascending, which usually creates a larger range. So I need to see some clean price action for this particular setup. Or if we do get that large push down, I am looking for a short trade, but I need to be more careful because we are forming a descending, so need to be a little bit more patient. Or maybe we create more of a descending structure, then I would look for a reversal up and then a long trade. This would be very high probability and a very good setup. Also we can get if we form a V here, we can get a small range and then push up and get a long trade, also a possibility. Or we can just range around from in here. But since tomorrow is Wednesday, so I think we will get some moves. I don't think we will range around, but if we do range around, then we need to be careful about the liquidity areas above and below. So yeah, that's it for the forecast. Currently the Aussie and the US dollar is looking the best, heavily trending down, so definitely looking for a short trade, but again being patient and not really taking trades that don't fit my plan. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Maybe we get some trends, and maybe the other pairs also start to make some nice moves.